What's going on, everybody? I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and in case you guys are new to my channel, we have so many guys that are new that are coming to my page every single day. I love to see it, but in case you guys are new to my page, what I do here is that I help guys who have been through a divorce or a breakup, or maybe you just want to be reintroduced into the dating scene and attract your dream relationship. I help you guys actually do that. We get so many guys that come to me that they take care of themselves. They have a great job, great career, they travel, they do cool things, they take care of themselves, but they can't seem to attract that dream relationship. We fill that piece for you guys. We help you guys actually do that. And so today we're gonna be talking about from rejected nice guy to dream relationship, my story. This is gonna be an absolute banger. So I'm gonna provide you guys a lot of value. So let's just jump right into this thing. So let's just talk about the intro a little bit. Is that this is for guys who have good income, they have good hobbies, right? That you take care of yourself, you travel, you do cool things like that. But girls are just kind of like that last missing piece, I guess you could say. Nice guys, they seek validation, right? They seek validations from others because they are insecure with themselves. And so in order to feel good about themselves, they seek validation from others to just really fill that gap and that void inside of them. They're just not good enough. People have two primary fears in life. First fear is that they're not good enough. They will never be good enough. The second fear is that you'll never be loved and accepted. People have those two primary fears in life. And the nice guys really suffer from feeling like they're not good enough. The only reason I know that is because I used to be a nice guy. And what a nice guy means is that it doesn't mean that like being nice is a bad thing, right? It's good to be caring. It's good to take care of others. But if you're a nice guy, it means that you're doing it to get something in return, which is to get validation, to be liked. And that is what the definition of a nice guy is that you're not being who you actually are. You're doing things just to get other people's approval over just being a guy that you take care of yourself first. You're just like, I don't really care what other people think about me. I need to take care of myself first in order to take care of other people. And nice guys tend to put other people in front of them always. So nice guys, they are nice to get something in return. They want to be liked and they're afraid to say no, and especially have low self-esteem. This is my story on how I was bullied, rejected, and depressed to how far we have come today, literally writing a best-selling book, 1 million followers online. We've helped over 100 people in my program now. We just hit 102 members in Arrows last week. It's fucking awesome, dude. It's beautiful. Like, we just started that Arrows program 2 years ago, and it's like we have 100 members in there now. Like, it's growing just so well. But that's not by accident. Nothing is by accident in life, right? Like, literally, you need to put in the work. You need to have the right direction, and you will get there. It's not a matter of if you get there. It's a matter of when. I'm gonna tell you guys how I just did that. But the first thing is that you need to put yourself first. If you're a nice guy, you gotta put yourself first. It is so important to put yourself first because nice guys, they tend to put other people ahead of them first, right? They just spread themselves so thin. They're just like, if someone's like, I need help, they drop everything to go help them. That's who you are at a core, and you gotta change that. Because if you keep doing that, you eventually just screw yourself because you don't take care of you. And you are so important because if you don't take care of yourself first, you can't take care of anyone else, and you're just gonna get burnt out and frustrated, and no one really respects you also because they're just like, oh, I can just use him and take advantage of him, and whenever I need him, he'll just drop his hat and come to me. You need to put your health and your purpose first. The moment you put the girl first before these things, like, you will lose in life. So many nice guys put themselves last. They put their finances last. They're doing all these favors, and this lowers your confidence long term also because you're basically telling yourself that everyone else is more important than you. How is that good for your mental health, right? How is that good for your confidence when you're saying, oh, this girl who I've been asking out multiple times now and she will never go out with me and just talks to me about other men, I need to put her dishwasher breaking ahead of my own needs and ahead of my own business. How is that good for your confidence and your self-esteem when you're saying everyone else is more important than you? It's not. And people sit here fucking wondering, oh, mental health is so fucking bad nowadays. It's because you're being a pussy. You're putting everyone else first and you're afraid to say no. It's like, no fucking shit. Your mental health is gonna suffer, dude. And people don't get that. It's like common sense isn't common. It's stupid, man. If you're still going through a divorce, let's say, because I get a lot of guys that have gone through a divorce, and after they go through a divorce, their confidence is shattered a little bit, which makes them really start from fresh and be that nice guy. If you're still going through a divorce and it's not settled yet, you have lawyer fees and all that, like, don't get back into dating yet. You should be working on yourself and building up yourself and learning how to say no and just really having those standards with you, right? Because if you have standards with you that you don't break, that's going to build your confidence because you're basically saying, I have non-negotiables in life. I need to put my health first. It's non-negotiable, right? Wake up at this time. I need to be this healthy during the week. I can let myself slip a little bit on the weekends, but during the week, strict. You need to be strict with yourself to build confidence. Because if you're telling yourself that you don't have standards, you're not going to be able to attract quality, number one, because you're not confident. Standards and confidence are literally parallel to each other. They're almost the same thing, if not the same thing. Do not date yet if you were broke. You're struggling check to check. You're cheap. Don't fucking date if you're cheap, man. Don't even watch my page if you're cheap. please. I don't want to deal with you guys. Cheap people just repulse me. I just can't stand it, dude. Like literally, I've had to cut off friends because they're just so fucking cheap, right? Like we'll go on a trip or something like that, or we'll go out to dinner and they'll be like, oh, well, you had more of the appetizer, so you should pay for more. I'm like, fuck you, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, just put the whole thing on my card, dude. I'll pay for the whole fucking dinner. Like that shit just repulses me, dude. So if you're out to dinner with a chick and you're like, well, you had more of the calamari, so I think you should just cover the tip. I'm just like, fuck you, dude. Like that is just gross to me. Like don't be fucking cheap with people you care about, especially women you're dating. Literally my girlfriend, her sister said that she went out with somebody once and literally she shows up to the date and he sits down with her and he's like, so you brought money, right? And she's just like, never going out with this dude again. Fuck that guy. Like you will not be able to date dude if you're worried about paying for a date. No girl is gonna magically complete you, right? You have to put in the work and complete yourself, and that's something a lot of nice guys believe, is that, especially I believe that, is that I used to believe that a girl and getting a girlfriend is just gonna complete me and make me happy. When I was growing up, I'll tell you guys about this right now, is that part of developing confidence is that literally me back in 2017 is that I was super nice on the left, right? I got bullied a lot, and like we were poor growing up, and so I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. A lot of my friends left my side, and so I was alone growing up, and I thought that a woman in my life complete me and make my life just complete, make me feel amazing, right? And then when I got a girlfriend finally, literally all these insecurities started rushing in, and just the relationship just rotted from the inside out. It's like, this is why it's important to develop your confidence and be complete. So it's two complete people coming together versus two incomplete people coming together trying to complete each other. It's never gonna work. Women see what you show them. Like you have to learn to say no. Literally me back on the left, this is me back in 2017. I was skinny. You can look in my eyes, you knew I was a nice dude, right? You knew I was afraid to say no sometimes. I was hanging around with the wrong crowd, like hanging around with just bad people. Like literally this guy and his friends, like dude, like they borrowed money from me and they didn't want to return it, right? It was only $500, but one of the guys in the group borrowed $500 and he only gave me back like 200 of it, right? And I was like, dude, like where the fuck is my money at? It wasn't about the money, right? $500 is not a lot of money. It's pretty much insignificant. For some people it might be a lot, but it's really insignificant, but it was the principle involved. And it's like, if someone's gonna say they're your bro, right? And they got your back and then they borrow $500 and they're literally just stretching it out, right? They're like, I'm gonna return it to you next Wednesday, dude. I got you, bro. It takes them months and months and months. I finally get $200 back. And eventually I was like, damn, like you have to learn to say no. You get what you tolerate in life, right? The reason that this is happening is because I was tolerating it. I was letting it fucking slide. And so I remember I texted them in the group chat and I was like, yo, like everyone can see this. This dude owes me this much money. It's been 3 fucking months now. I was like, if he doesn't return that by this time, Monday at noon or whatever I said, I'm cutting everyone in the group off here. I was like, you guys are all done because you guys are also supporting his behavior and basically you're supporting him just fucking taking from his friends. If you guys support that, you guys are all fucking gone. Like eventually I had to learn to say fucking no. So this was one of my most powerful years, was 2017, because I stepped up for myself and finally got a spine. So literally, so what happens is that Monday at noon comes around and then he's like hopping on a jet to like go on vacation, doesn't send me my money. I'm just like, fuck you, dude. So literally I cut them off. I was like, you know what? No, I'm good. I don't want to be involved with you guys. And like, I literally had to learn to walk away. And that's something that most nice guys have to learn, is that if someone is not respecting your value, if they are not just respecting you and they are not treating you just with fucking respect, like you have to cut them off and you have to learn to walk away and say no, right? And that sucked because I was alone for a long time. I was alone for about a year. Literally, I just spent the time writing my book. If you guys have not read my book yet, by the way, like you guys should all fucking read this book. Like if you've been following me for like at least like 2 weeks and you have not read this book yet, you must like pain and rejection. It's just my assumption with that. Now, like this is a proven book, a lot of testimonials. Every single guy in my program has to read it. Is a mandatory read. If you don't read it, dude, either you're fucking lazy and you should not be watching my page, or you just like pain. You're a masochist. You like pain and rejection and heartbreak. It's just what I'm going to assume from you guys. But I had to learn to say no, and this is one of my most powerful years, because after I learned to say no, I set standards with myself, and I was like, I will never cross these standards again. I will not tolerate this behavior from anyone else in my life, and everyone else who is going to be in my group from this point forward, they have a higher standard, right? Literally 7 years later, actually 2020, I met my girlfriend. I've been dating for about 4 years now, and I was even broke on the left too. Like literally broke to wealthy on the right, super nice to dominant alpha male on the right. People taking advantage of me on the left, and people fucking respect me on the right. They do not cross me. Literally me on the right 7 years later started an amazing business, wrote a best-selling book, in my dream relationship, right? Surrounded by high-level people, millionaires. I got a lot of millionaires in my program. Like, and it's like a lot of guys are like, oh, you need money just to attract women. You need to be 6 foot and you need to have money. It's not true. I've seen a lot of guys that make a lot of money and they get friend zoned still. It's not about friend zone. It's about natural attraction. Coaching men across the world. Like, what a big fucking change that is in a couple of years, right? Literally took me 3 years just to finally start seeing the light on this end. Like, you gotta learn how to say no and you gotta set standards with yourself. Finally, number 3 is that you need to develop natural attraction. Like I just said, I've seen a lot of guys that make a lot of fucking money in my program and they still get friend zoned. It's not about money. Money is just a cherry on top. If you don't have the actual foundations, you're never gonna win, right? Understanding the art of attraction with women is essential. Many men, myself included, have fallen into the trap of being being overly nice, seeking validation, which ultimately repels women due to lack of intrigue, right? You need to know how to actually build natural attraction to keep her hooked on you. If you don't know how to flirt, it's something that can be developed, but you have to commit to change. Like, you gotta commit to change this stuff. Literally, my program, a lot of guys ask about it, it's 3.5K on the call. If you hop on a call with me, I'll offer you it for 3.5K on the call. I don't know how long it's gonna be at that price, but also before you freak out, if you're a cheap guy and you're just like, I can't afford that. Literally, there's options to break that down with a firm for like 500-ish per month for 6 months. There's another one for like 360-ish per month for 12 months. There's another option for like 121, I think, 121 bucks per month for 36 months. Like, if you can't even commit to change with 120 bucks per month, 36 months, whatever it is, like, if you can't even afford 100 bucks per month, like, you gotta fix some shit in your life, dude. Like, everyone should be able to afford at least the $500 a month option. Like, especially if you're serious. Like, everything starts as a thought, right? Like, people that just reject that and they're like, oh, and they start freaking out about that. Like, it's expressed in your actions that you are fearful, that you are scarce, right? High level people, alpha males, people that are in the top 1%, they invest in themselves. Literally just this week, I slapped 17.5K down on a mastermind. $17,500, dude. 3 years ago, I would have shit my pants to do that. No, it's just like, okay, credit card. Yeah, I need it. I want to change. Like, I am plateaued where I'm at. I need to change something. It's as simple as that. I can either pay for it with time or money. So it's like, if you want to be like the guys in my program that are crushing it, literally Adam went through a divorce, shattered his confidence, got into the program about 2 months ago. We developed that natural attraction. He went on a date this past weekend. As he posted up in the channel, he said, it's been a while, wish me luck, boys. The date went fucking awesome. He sent me a voice audio. I was like, bro, way to go. Oliver too, started the program super shy, very nice guy. After he joined the program, literally 2 second dates this last weekend, saw one of them almost every day this week. She's spending the night for the first time for after a date night tomorrow. So she's about to spend the night tonight. He's gonna scale that all the way to a relationship in the next 6 weeks. Like, you could be literally 6 to 8 weeks away from literally dating a really quality, amazing woman. But most guys, they live in fear. So if you guys are ready to change, there's a call link in the description below. Book in a call with me. You'll hop on a call with me and then we'll get you going in the program, right? You know the price, you know the time duration, like, you know everything. Just ask me about it. If you don't, go to my Instagram, send me a message, ask me questions about it. Like, this is proven stuff, dude. We have a waterfall of testimonials on my website and on my Instagram and also on YouTube here. So it's like, if you guys want to change, book in that call. Let's get you going in the program. I'm Selna Kim, America's Face, updating. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. I might make it into a video and I'll see you guys next time.